How's it going, kiddo? It's me, Pinker Bob. We're doing another and probably final episode of The Legend of Zelda for the NES. I think that's it. There's just Legend of Zelda. There was the first one, so there's not a lot to it. So, we completed 3 dungeons in the last game, and we got 3 more to go, which is Dungeon 7, Dungeon 8, and of course, the last Dungeon 9, which holds Ganon. Now, can we make it without quitting? Let's find out. Now, the cool thing is here is that we have this whistle. And we just play a little toot toot here. And it's going to take us to the very same place. That wasn't supposed to happen. It's supposed to switch to and fro from other places. See? There we go. So this is not where we want to go. We want to go to dungeon number 2. Or is it 3? I don't remember. Here it is. And I'll tell you why. So this is where we want to be. The next dungeon has an enemy that, well, you'll see when we get there. And the only way to get past him is to have this piece of meat right here. So let's move on to Dungeon 7. But where is Dungeon 7? I'll show you. Okay, so we're here. We're here where we want to be. Now, when you go up to this little area, there's just one enemy and a little puddle. A little, I guess you can say lake. Looks more like a little pond. But this is the entrance to dungeon number 7. It may not look like much, but you need a secret key, in which we have, to open it, which is the whistle. You play it once, and the lake disappears, or lake drains, and we got a staircase. Welcome to Dungeon 7. Right off the bat, we're surrounded by the boomerang monsters. I don't remember their name though. Looks like all they dropped was bombs. Cool. Luckily, once we defeat them all, we just blow up this wall right here. And voila! New area. We're gonna skip these guys because we really don't need to take them out. And we have this man who's gonna sell us a new bomb upgrade. I bet you like to have more bombs. You better believe it. We're gonna need as many as we can get. So when we go up here, we're gonna run into Dig Dogger. Luckily, we don't have to fight him, so we're just gonna skip him. We do need to take care of these guys to open this door. Never mind, I was mistaken. They just gave me a rupee. Now, once we go up here, we run into this guy. He goes, grumble, grumble. And you may think, I'll just go around him. And you can't. There's a barrier. He blocks the way. And if you attack him, those 2 flames on the side start shooting balls at you. And you don't want that, because they don't die. So you're going to have to leave, come back. The secret is that piece of meat we grabbed. Just give it to him, and he's gone. Simple as that. And up here, I believe we get the map. I think the dungeon shape kind of looks like a dinosaur mouth. I actually found out that they all represent something. I think I did mention that in one of my videos, but after a while I stopped saying what they resemble because I honestly lost track of what they actually look like. But I found a guide that tells me what they are supposed to be. When you hear that roar, that usually means that the boss is nearby, but we're not quite there yet. In fact, we're going to get an item here. What that item is, you'll see. It is an upgrade to the candle, the red candle. Another Dig Dogger. Now, it's useless to fight them like this, so we're gonna shrink them down. Like we did in the last episode. With this little nifty trick here. And now he's little teeny tiny. Although he gets a little faster. He's a lot easier to take out. Now in this room right here, you might think, I'm gonna have to take all these guys on. You actually don't. We're just gonna blow up this wall. And just pass them. Skip them. We do need to take on these guys out, however. Now that we've taken care of those guys, just go down these steps. Skip all these keys. And make our way up here. You can fight them if you want to, but we really need to just blow up a wall. I'm going to take care of these guys real quick because I'm taking damage. And here we are. Does he look familiar? Too bad, he's dead. And with him gone, we have our 7th piece of the triforce. Just one more to go. Entrance to the 8th dungeon. It's kind of hidden, like if you know where to look. Luckily, I'm looking up a guide. Because this game, I think without a guide, can be really long. A lot of trial and error. Eventually you're just going to get frustrated and give up. That's what I did when I was little. The guy that I'm using is actually another YouTuber by the name of Video Games 101. So shout out to him for making an excellent guide. But let's get back to it. We're going to the 8th dungeon. And the simplest way is by teleporting to another dungeon entrance. You can't teleport here. So let's see if we can teleport here. Anyway, I've tried to use this method before, and it always ends up taking me back to the 7th dungeon. So I usually just walk it there. So this is what I was talking about earlier. I'm in a never-ending loop, stuck between dungeons 7 and 6. Hopefully I can just get to dungeon 2, because that's where I need to be. Here we go, dungeon 6 again. I need dungeon 2. So after a bit of traversing the forest, we make our way to this unsuspecting little path here. You wouldn't think anything of it. But the secret is, this right here is the entrance to dungeon 8. You just need the red flame in order to open it up. And with that, we are now in dungeon 8. Oh goody, we've got dark nuts and mummies. That book right there looks like the neon red Joy-Con. I have a Switch too, so mine's just black now. I kind of miss the color schemes. I won't lie. I wish the Switch 2 had its color schemes, because the Switch 2 color schemes I'm not a big fan of. And we got another manhandler. But we can just skip this guy. A bombable wall up ahead of him. If we can get to it. There we go. But it's not that much safer because now we're surrounded by dark nuts. And spitting fish. I can't really get a hit on them without getting bombarded by these statues. It's really frustrating. Ooh, it gave me a fairy. Thank you, lad. Thank you. Luckily, we don't have to take any of these guys out. We just go on up. And we don't have to face these dark nuts either. We just got to get to the top of the wall. Hopefully we don't get bombarded. There we go. Do got to take this guy on though. He gives me a nice little map for my troubles. Looks like a wolf face. Oh goody. We've got Goma. And fish. Finally. Now once we get to this part, the dungeon, you'll see that what looks like to be a monster key. Actually, this is a key that makes all other keys obsolete, because I have unlimited keys. My little key counter says A. What it means, I don't know. And would you look at that? More dark nuts. Hooray. Let me tell you, there's a lot of dark nuts in this stage. And I mean a lot. It's quite frustrating, really. This guy tries to psych you out. What you really need to do is just blow up the hole next to his wall. And there you go. Yeah, we're getting our butts handed to us by a four-headed Gleeok. Just need one more. And we got it. We got our 10th and final heart. That wasn't too bad. Minus all the dark nuts I had to deal with. Boy, was that frustrating. It feels so good being back at full health. So what we want to do is engine hop again, or not engine, dungeon hop. But I'm just going to take you straight to where the entrance of the final dungeon is. I took care of a couple of annoying Lionels, but this is where we want to be, because this is where the final dungeon is. Just got to blow up this rock. This unassuming one. Just walk in. And you can tell it's the final dungeon because the music's different too. Now, there's going to be a lot of wizrobes in this dungeon. You can just skip some of them for now. They're kind of annoying. They take a lot of health. And we have a little mini boss fight. It's basically just a housefly. Just take him out real quick. Get a little map. Look at that. The map is a skull. Isn't that cool? Now, once you get past that annoying sparkling ball, along with the several other wizrobes, you pick up this red gem, making Link kind of look like Mario. Same palette, I think. This will definitely save us on a lot of health. It tabs our damage again, so that makes it nice. Skip that guy, doesn't matter. Go to the next room. Cryptic, but luckily I know what he's talking about. Oh my god, it's a trap. There's so many wizrobes in here. What a godsend. I thought I was done for. And they gave me a clock. That really saves me a lot of headache. I can't tell you how annoying it is to deal with the wizrobes. And these stupid orbs. Now, down here, because I need that. That is the silver arrow. And that's going to do a lot of damage. A lot. And now that we got everything we need, I think it's time to take on our good buddy Ganon. And look at that. They send me another lifeline. I love these clocks. They're so helpful. Especially against these doofuses. We're going to try to skip past these stupid wizrobes. Of course, they put the stairs right underneath the spike. Nearly there. Just got to take on this guy real quick. Alright. We killed Ganon's guard fly. And now we go meet the man himself. Link. Who disturbs my slumber? As you can see, he likes to fight dirty, so he turns invincible. And that's okay though. Just gotta swing around where he's shooting from. I'm gonna try to get him to turn to dark brown. And once we do, we're gonna pull out our trusty silver arrow. There you are. Now that he's brown, that means he's weakened. Shoot him once. Good lord! That's a lot of blood and guts for a Nintendo game. They sure did get away with a lot back then, didn't they? Ugh, gonna have to pick up the triforce from his bloody husk. Ugh, it's still there. I'm surprised this game got away with what it did. And there's Zelda. We've done it. We've beaten the game. I'll do my best girl voice.
Thank you, Link. You're the hero of Hyrule. Finally, peace returns to Hyrule. The end.
And with that, we have beaten The Legend of Zelda. Thanks for watching me play. Hope you enjoyed spending time with me. I hope you look forward to the next video. Have a good night. Bye. Love you.